rarely returns as a date on a calendar. It comes back through a radio beside an open window, the sound of tires on warm pavement, or children celebrating their final day of school. These 15 songs that sound like summer in the 1970s follow the season as memory does. They move from carefree heat to golden afternoons, restless romance, and fading summer nights. Somewhere inside these records, an old summer may still be waiting for you. Number 1, In the Summertime by Mungo Jerry. The first hot afternoon of the year always seemed to announce itself through an open car window. The air smelled different, the road looked longer, and making no plans felt like the best plan possible. Released in 1970 as Mungo Jerry's debut single, In the Summertime, carried that freedom in every beat. Ray Dorset wrote the song, and its loose jug band shuffle gave it a sound unlike almost anything else on the radio. There was no traditional drummer. Instead, the recording used piano, upright bass, guitar, and playful vocal sounds that made the performance feel spontaneous. The song became a worldwide success and spent 7 weeks at number 1 in Britain. Yet chart figures cannot explain why it still feels so alive. This record sounds dusty, sunburned, and completely unconcerned with tomorrow. Other songs remind us of warm weather. This one opens the window and lets summer climb inside.
Darling, it's been a long, long, long.
Number 2, Here Comes the Sun by Richie Havens.
Here comes the sun.
Some summer mornings arrive quietly. Sunlight touches the curtains before anyone else in the house is awake, and for a moment, the whole world feels gentle again. Richie Havens brought that feeling to Here Comes the Sun, the song written by George Harrison.
Little darling, it seems like years since it...
Havens included his interpretation on the album Alarm Clock in 1971, and it became one of his best-known recordings. By then, his forceful guitar playing and unforgettable opening performance at Woodstock had made him a voice associated with hope and perseverance.
Darling, the smiles are returning to the face.
But Havens did not make optimism sound easy. His weathered delivery carried the weight of someone who remembered every difficult season that came before. That is why his version feels less like a cheerful forecast and more like an emotional release.
I say, it's all right.
Summer is not always about adventure. Sometimes it is simply the moment when we realize that winter has finally let us go. Sunlight feels brighter when the voice welcoming it remembers every cloud. Number 3, Saturday in the Park by Chicago. By midday, summer belongs to everyone. A park fills with children, food, music, conversation, and strangers sharing the same bright afternoon. Robert Lamb captured that feeling in Saturday in the Park. He drew inspiration from an Independence Day celebration in New York Central Park. The song appeared on the album Chicago 5 in 1972, and it became the group's highest-charting American single at that time. Its bright piano, hand claps, and famous brass section turn an ordinary day in the park into something almost cinematic. Still, the details remain wonderfully simple. People are talking, laughing, singing, and enjoying the day without any sense of urgency. That simplicity is why the song becomes more moving as the years pass. We rarely recognize a treasured memory while we are living it. Only later do the sunlight, the food, and the passing faces begin to glow. The days that once seemed ordinary often become the summers we would most gladly revisit. Number 4, School's Out by Alice Cooper. Then came the bell. It was the sound that could turn an ordinary school hallway into the gateway to freedom. Released in 1972, School's Out was Alice Cooper's explosive celebration of the final minutes before summer vacation. Producer Bob Ezrin helped the band shape Glen Buxton's rebellious guitar riff, the pounding rhythm, and the children's voices into an unforgettable anthem. The song entered the American Top 10 and reached #1 in Britain. Even the album packaging joined the rebellion. The cover opened like an old wooden school desk, with the band members' names carved into it like classroom graffiti. Nothing about this record is soft or breezy. It captures summer at the exact moment it begins. Lockers slam, doors open, rules disappear. Suddenly, the whole season is waiting outside. Sometimes an entire summer begins with one bell and a rush toward daylight. Are you enjoying this video? If you are, please hit the like button. I'd sincerely appreciate it.
When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand.
Number 5, Ramblin' Man by the Allman Brothers Band.
All I was born a rambling man.
Once freedom arrived, the road began calling. Ramblin' Man sounds like a 2-lane highway at sunset. The air conditioner is broken, the windows are down, and the horizon is glowing just beyond the dashboard. Dickie Betts wrote and sang the song.
Down in Georgia, and he wound up on the wrong.
Released in 1973, it brought a stronger country influence to the Allman Brothers Band's blend of blues, rock, jazz, and improvisation. Its lighter sound was a departure from some of the group's darker and more intense recordings. The change worked.
All I was born a rambling man.
Ramblin' Man climbed to number 2 in the United States, becoming the band's only top 10 single and its biggest popular hit. Even with that success, the recording never lost its wandering spirit.
I was born in the backseat of a Greyhound bus.
The melody keeps moving as though standing still would be impossible. That feeling belongs to spontaneous drives and youthful restlessness. Sometimes the destination hardly mattered. Freedom was the highway stretching ahead.
And I found you, glad you're mine.
Number 6, Diamond Girl by Seals and Crofts.
You're like a shining star. How could I?
As the afternoon began to cool, summer slowed to the rhythm of a porch swing. The light turned golden, conversations lasted longer, and nobody seemed eager to go inside. Released in 1973, Diamond Girl was the title track of the 5th album by Seals and Crofts.
Oh, my love, like a precious stone.
Jim Seals and Dash Crofts wrote the song together, following the success of their earlier hit, Summer Breeze. Diamond Girl reached number 6 in the United States, matching the chart peak of that earlier recording. Its close harmonies, acoustic warmth, and gentle pace
Part of earth, where heaven is rained on.
helped define the softer side of 1970s radio. Nothing in the performance feels hurried. Affection unfolds gradually, as though the evening might continue forever.
No difference where you are.
That is what makes it sound like a first summer romance. We may forget the conversations and dates, but we remember the warmth surrounding someone's face. Some loves survive not as complete stories, but as golden light around a memory. Number 7, Beach Baby by The First Class. Sometimes nostalgia begins before the summer has even ended. One glimpse of the setting sun can make the entire season feel as though it is already slipping into the past. Beach Baby was released in 1974 by The First Class, a British studio project assembled around songwriter and musician John Carter. Although the record imagined an idealized American beach, much of its magic was created far from California. The layered vocals and sweeping production deliberately recalled the harmonies and romantic grandeur associated with the Beach Boys. That familiar sound helped the single reach number 4 in the United States. But Beach Baby is more than a cheerful imitation of surf music. From its opening moments, it sounds like someone looking backward. The beach is already brighter in memory than it may ever have been in life. A summer memory begins changing the moment we understand that it cannot last. Oh, by the way, I will be posting more videos like this, so please like, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next video. Okay, on to the next. Number 8, Jackie Blue by Ozark Mountain Daredevils. Late afternoon has its own kind of silence. The heat begins to soften, the shadows grow longer, and the day seems to float between brightness and evening. That suspended feeling lives inside Jackie Blue. The Ozark Mountain Daredevils recorded the song for their second album, It'll Shine When It Shines. Drummer Larry Lee wrote it with Steve Cash and also sang the delicate lead vocal. Producer Glen recognized the song's potential while it was still developing and encouraged the band to include it. Released as a single in 1975, it reached number 3 on the American chart and became the group's most familiar pop recording. The music feels relaxed, but a quiet loneliness moves beneath its sunny surface. It resembles those summer afternoons when everything looks beautiful, yet someone nearby seems emotionally far away. Even the brightest seasons contain private shadows. Sometimes their beauty makes those shadows easier to see. Number 9, Sister Golden Hair by America. A sun-bleached guitar can hold an entire summer. It can bring back uncertain conversations, unfinished promises, and the feeling of loving someone without knowing where the relationship is going. Jerry Beckley wrote and sang Sister Golden Hair, which appeared on America's album Hearts in 1975. The recording was produced by George Martin, the legendary producer whose work with the Beatles had already changed popular music. The song rose to number 1 in the United States, becoming America's second single to reach the top. Yet its relaxed sound hides an unsettled emotional center. The narrator feels affection, but certainty remains just beyond his reach. That contradiction gives the record its lasting warmth. Many young romances were sincere, even when neither person understood what came next. Unfinished love can remain vivid because it never had the chance to become ordinary. Would you call this the perfect soundtrack for a summer romance without a clear ending? Comment yes if you agree. Number 10, Summer by War. Some summer memories do not begin at a distant beach or expensive resort. They begin at home, with music coming through open doors, food on backyard tables, and children remaining outside until the streetlights appear. War captured that shared warmth in the song Summer, released in 1976. By then, the group had developed a distinctive sound by blending funk, soul, jazz, rock, and Latin rhythms. That combination gave their music a relaxed pulse that could belong equally to a block party, a park, or a family gathering. The song does not treat summer as a private escape. It presents the season as something experienced together, surrounded by neighbors and familiar faces. Its groove feels warm without feeling hurried. Everyone seems to be moving to the same easy rhythm. Some of the best vacations never required leaving town. Summer felt complete because the whole neighborhood seemed to be listening together. Number 11, Rock and Roll Music by the Beach Boys. By the middle of the 1970s, the Beach Boys could suggest summer before they had sung a single word. Their harmonies already carried images of California sunlight, moving cars, ocean air, and youth that appeared endless. It's gotta be rock and roll music if you want Rock and roll music was written and first recorded by Chuck Berry in the 1950s. The Beach Boys released their version in 1976, bringing the song into their own bright vocal world. Their recording reached number 5 in the United States, becoming one of the group's biggest hits of that decade. The subject was rock and roll, not beaches, yet the voices made the season unmistakable. Years of songs about surfing, cars, romance,
and change the beauty of the melody until it sounds just like.
And California had turned the Beach Boys into a form of musical shorthand for summer. Some performers record seasonal songs. Others gather so many memories around their music that they eventually become part of the season itself.
On my front porch.
Number 12, Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett.
It's nobody's fault.
Adult summers often carry a different kind of heat. There may still be sunshine, salt air, and cold drinks, but regret sometimes sits quietly beside them. Jimmy Buffett released Margaritaville in 1977 on the album Changes in Latitudes, Changes in Attitudes.
Smell those shrimp, they're beginning to boil.
The single reached number 8 in the United States and became the defining recording of his career. Its tropical setting eventually inspired restaurants, resorts, merchandise, and an entire community of devoted listeners known as parrot heads.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Yet the song's lasting appeal comes from more than its vacation imagery. Beneath the relaxed surface is a man reflecting on disappointment and slowly recognizing his own responsibility. The beach provides distance, but it cannot erase what happened before he arrived.
Some people claim that there's a woman.
That self-awareness gives the song an emotional depth, often hidden beneath its easygoing reputation. Paradise becomes more believable when a little regret is allowed to wash ashore with it. Number 13, Southern Nights by Glen Campbell. A warm night in the country can make childhood feel close enough to touch. Insects hum in the darkness, family voices travel across a yard, and the sky seems larger than it ever does in adulthood. Allen Toussaint wrote and first recorded Southern Nights in 1975, drawing on memories of visiting relatives in rural Louisiana. Glen Campbell later heard the song and connected it with his own childhood experiences in Arkansas. Campbell reshaped the dreamy original into a bright country pop recording. Released in 1977, his version reached number 1 on the American pop, country, and adult contemporary charts. The locations behind the song were specific, but the emotion became universal. Listeners did not need to grow up in Louisiana or Arkansas to recognize the safety of family gatherings and the freedom of staying outside after dark. Music cannot stop time, but it can return us to places that time has changed beyond recognition. Number 14, Summer Nights by John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John. By the end of summer, romance becomes a story. Every moment grows brighter in the retelling, and the details change depending on which person is speaking. Summer Nights began in the stage musical Grease before becoming inseparable from the film released in 1978. John Travolta and Olivia Newton-John performed the song as two former summer sweethearts describing the same relationship to separate groups of friends. Their accounts do not entirely match. One is tender and romantic, the other is shaped by boasting and peer pressure. That contrast turns a simple love story into a playful study of memory and performance. The Grease soundtrack became one of the defining popular culture events of its era, and this song helped create a teenage summer mythology that millions of listeners adopted as their own. Sometimes we remember the romance itself. Other times, we remember the story we learned to tell about it.
Happy days are here again.
Number 15, Good Times by Chic. The last night of summer always deserves one more dance. The lights seem brighter, the music feels louder, and nobody wants to look at the clock. Chic released Good Times in 1979. Guitarist Nile Rodgers and bassist Bernard Edwards created its unforgettable foundation, building a groove that sounded effortless even though every part was arranged with remarkable precision. The song reached number 1 in the United States during disco's commercial peak. Its influence soon traveled beyond disco when the Sugar Hill Gang used the shape of its famous bass line for rappers' delight. One of the recordings that introduced hip-hop to a national audience. Good Times sounds carefree, but its joy carries urgency. Pleasure matters because the moment is passing. As the 1970s approached their end, the record became both a celebration and a farewell. The final dance always feels freest when no one wants to admit that summer is almost over. Summer is rarely remembered as one continuous season. It survives in flashes: a final school bell, a highway at sunset, a crowded park, a porch at golden hour, music drifting between houses, a romance that never found its ending, one last dance before ordinary life returned. These records endure because they capture more than warm weather. They preserve freedom, friendship, uncertainty, longing, and the impossible feeling that an afternoon might last forever. Tell us in the comments which song brings back your strongest summer memory. And consider joining Retro Rewind as we continue revisiting the music and stories that shaped our lives. The summers disappeared, but whenever these songs return, the windows roll down and we are young again.